We just hit 1000 subscribers, so for this occasion I built a free plugin for you called TJShine. It's a light sweep effect that DaVinci doesn't have by default. Link is in the description, so go ahead and download it and I'll show you how it works. Okay, so in the description you'll find a link to the Google Drive, and here just download the whole folder. Now extract the zip file. Inside there is a readme text with all the information as well as version log with all features in the new future version. To install the plugin for the edit page, you need to just simply double-click the DRFX file and now click Install in the DaVinci Resolve. You'll find it in the FX tab under Toolbox, FX, then Tony J Edits. You can just grab it and drop it on any layer you want. For Fusion, copy that setting file and paste it to your DaVinci Resolve macros folder. I'll leave the path in the description. Once it's there, go into Fusion, hit Shift Space and search for TJShine, and here you have it as a node. Quick thing to know, this won't work on pure white shapes or text like this, since you can't make white any brighter. Now let's go through the controls quickly. I will show everything on text, but it works perfectly fine on images, PNGs, shapes, anything you want. In the shine section, opacity controls the overall strength of light sweep. Intensity is gain of the beam, and the brightness underneath is there for cases where intensity doesn't give you the effect you want. Position, of course, moves the shine around the screen. A little tip here, if you want to quickly reset any control, you can simply double click on the name of it like so, and it will go back to default values. Width, of course, control how wide the effect is. Soft edge just softens the edges, angle rotates the whole thing, and fill controls the opacity of this brighter middle area right here. Edge section. Opacity controls visibility of the edges, size makes them bigger or smaller, and softness is this kind of blur on it. Now the color section. On this wheel you can adjust the color of the shine itself. So if you want it green, you can make it like that. And this slider right here just adds the color to the edge. By the way, if you want a value beyond what the slider allows, just basically type the number manually here in this box and it will apply. With this, you can, for example, make this really cool edges only effect if you just drag down the opacity to 0. You have this nice edge on the sweep. You can move it around, change the angle. It's really cool. And the last one here is glow. You can enable or disable it. And here you have just normal glow controls. Really cool thing about this plugin is this animation tab right here. It basically gives you movement with just one click. If we just enable the animation, it gives us this ready animation preset. Source is set to duration by default, which means the animation automatically adjusts to the length of your clip. But if you want more control, you can choose custom. Then you can manually keyframe the animation here. Just set 0 on where you want it to start and 1 on where you want it to end. Here you can change the is in and is out. Beginning position is where it starts, and length controls how far it travels. Normally it's set to -0.5, which is around here, and the length is set on 2, which means it goes to around here. We can change it, for example, to 0 and 1 here. Now the animation will be longer because it goes from here to here. Also, if the animation tab doesn't give you exactly what you want, you can just switch to controls and keyframe the position yourself. For example, I created something like this. And of course it works the same exact way for the edit page. You have the same controls here. You can also enable disable animation. Yeah, and that's basically it. If you run into any issues, there's a links tab right here with my contact and a bunch of other useful links. So thank you for watching, subscribe for future updates and more free tools, and see you in the next one.